I have to pee, but I think I'm just gonna use the energy to do the video. Woo, let's go. I am super excited about this video today because today I am talking all about psychics. Oh my gosh. And you guys, please take everything with a grain of salt. I am definitely a science person. I cannot get pregnant without science. I need me some science, but I also, if I'm all science all the time, like I need some of that spirituality to like balance me out. So today's gonna be very woo. If it's not something you're interested in, like just go do something else. Go do math problems. I've had 2 missed miscarriages, and I think in the miscarriage community and the infertility community, a lot of the times we hear unexplained. Thanks. Glad that all the money I gave you, you got the same answer I did. I don't know. It's annoying. It's annoying that it's unexplained. And so, you know who might know? An angel or like a ghost. I don't know, like my grandma who's passed on, like, I don't know, someone might know and they might come over and be like, hey, here's what's going on, like do this thing or ask about this test. Having had 2 losses, I had some questions. And I want to say a week or less after my second miscarriage, I was on the phone with an RE, and the earliest they could see me was like a month and a half. Like it was 7 weeks. It was 7 weeks later, and I was like, holy moly. Because I couldn't see my reproductive endocrinologist for a long time, I decided that I could see a bunch of psychics. And when I say a bunch, I mean 3. I saw 3, and I am probably not using the right terminology. Tarot card reader, psychic, intuitive. I'm not trying to slam anybody's profession or like be disrespectful. For the purpose of this video, I'm kind of just saying the word psychic for everybody, but I will give you information on everyone, and then their bio will tell you exactly what they do instead of just like psychic. I'm awful at this, but I'm into it, and that kind of also describes my fertility journey. I'm not great at it, but I'm into it. Let's go ahead and talk about our 3 psychics. The first psychic that I saw was at Islands of Adventure at Universal Studios in the theme park. There's a store called Star Souls, and they have tarot card readers there, and it was really fun. So I miscarried my second in March, and then my birthday's in April. Yeah, and then I turned 38, because I remember thinking to myself, I just want to be done being pregnant before I'm 38, because all I kept hearing was 38 is like the danger zone and like you're fucked. Sorry spirits, I swore. And in my defense, I got pregnant twice when I was 37. So when I turned 38, I had a cocktail at a theme park, and I got to go talk to a psychic. And I don't remember her name, but she was a younger woman, and she was so sweet. It was like a Celtic cross spread with the tarot deck. And I had 10 minutes. She told me, you've got a little bit of a medical issue. I don't think it's a big thing, but it's something that you need to have addressed. And she said, like, do you have PCOS? Which I don't, at least as far as I know, I don't. That's one of the things we were testing for. So I guess we'll see. I said, no, I have a luteal phase defect. She goes, okay, I just feel like it's something that you can manage. And we just have to identify what it is, and then you'll be okay. She did see that I had like a 3 and a 4 next to each other, or like at the end of the path there was a 4. So she goes, you're a family of 3 right now. I see you definitely going to 4. I see you definitely having a child. I was like, yes, like now? She's like, no, like go to the doctor. I'm like, but it's 7 weeks away. Like, I need you to tell me it's gonna happen at the end of the sentence. She also said, make sure you're in communication with your husband. Keep him in the loop. And yeah, I don't know if anybody else feels like this, but I feel like I try to keep pregnancy stuff and miscarriage stuff off of my husband's plate. Like, he's got a pretty stressful job, and I don't know. I just don't want to bug him with my stuff. No, that I know. Trust me, I heard it. I get it. I know. That is silly. But my fear was that if trying to get pregnant becomes too much of a burden on him, then he won't want to try anymore, and then I will for sure never have any more children. So I wasn't sharing as much, especially with my miscarriages. My husband saw me physically and emotionally go through the ringer twice, really, really close together. And so he's like, I don't want to see you do that again. I'm like, well, I'm not like jazzed to go and have it happen either, but I will. I mean, like, I'm not done trying. I'm going to keep going. So like, buckle down. But since having that reading, I asked my husband, I said, the scariest question, do you even want to have another child? Do you even want to try to get pregnant? And he said yes. So that's what she said. I have a medical problem. I needed to talk to my husband. I'm gonna have a kid. If you're in town, go check them out. They're super fun. Psychic number 2. Psychic number 2 is, so her name is Charlie. She's fantastic, and she works at a place called Pixie Dust in Sarasota, Florida. My friend lives down there, and this was really close after the first psychic, because this was a birthday gift from my friend. She's like, here is a 30-minute reading, and I also got my aura read. And at this point, I think I'd gone from just being sad in my grief to like impatient, I think is a good word. I was ready to, I think I'd even like started trying at this point. Like, I got my period and started doing my ovulation tests, and as soon as I saw it coming up, I was like, why not just try it? Like, let's just go. How many times have I heard the story of, I had a miscarriage and then the next month I got pregnant with my rainbow baby? I was like, that could be me. But not if I don't try. I went into this psychic reading basically wanting to hear, this is your month, you're gonna be pregnant, you're gonna get a positive test in 2 weeks time. Like, that's what I wanted to hear. So when I didn't hear that, I wasn't in a great place. Maybe I should have had a cocktail. Charlie was amazing. She took her time. Like, her energy is a little more slow. I feel like she really was like connecting and doing all of the things, and she could not give me a yes or no to, well, I have another child. She goes, I feel like I see a spirit next to you here, which was so weird because somebody else took a picture of my aura right before this, and there was an orb right here. Look, I don't think they have walkie-talkie texting. They could text. Like, why would they have walkie-talkies? What year is this? She said, I'm seeing it's a girl, like a very feminine energy. And basically, and here's the thing, because I was in such a bad spot mentally, because I was desperate. I was desperate for my child, and I was grieving my child, and I just wanted it to be fixed. Charlie said, I just can't give you a yes or a no. I don't know that she's gonna come through or not. She said, you, Michelle, have got to clean up some of your static for her to want to come through. And so when I was home, I felt like my daughter, spirit energy, was watching me and like judging me. So if I do have my living child, if I was playing with my living child, my daughter, and I didn't play long enough or well enough, or I wasn't engaged enough, then my spirit daughter was going, oh, see, that's why I'm not coming through. Like, do better. Like, had a notebook and was just like, in the pro and the con category, and my con category just had check, 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 check. It was bad. I got really, really, really stuck in my head, but that's where I was. And so my takeaways from Charlie at Pixie Dust in Sarasota, we'll link them below. Oh yeah, she said I had a medical problem too. Charlie said, you have a little medical problem. I said, oh, I have an appointment with an RE, but you know, it's a million years away. Do I have to keep it? She's like, yes. I go. You have a little medical thing, doesn't look big, go check it out. Communication with my husband, yeah, very similar. By the end of the read with Charlie, I feel like it was the very last card. It was like a soul connection card. And she was like, oh, there it is. Like, so it looks like it's all going to end up being you and your child, that soul connecting, finally. She was excited about that card, but I remember still being in my head like, like maybe, I don't know, it's not gonna work. Like, I have to earn her love. It was bleak. Oh, something that Charlie said was August 8th, because I had a bunch of 8s side by side, and I go, what are the 8s? And she said, let me think, 8 days? I'm like, yes. She doesn't know, 8 weeks, 8 months, 8 years. I was like, for the love of God, 8 years? No. She goes, I don't know, August 8th. She goes, I'm saying August 8th. Something's gonna happen. So that's in 1 month. Stay tuned. We'll see what happens on August 8th. So the shop, Pixie Dust, is amazing. Like, everybody who works there is a delight. I love them so much. They were so kind to me. I cried on everybody, I think a lot. And they were like, that's fine. Like, we can take it. No worries. And like a million hugs to my friend for bringing me there and doing all of those nice things for my birthday as well. Psychic number 3. NADIA! Okay, you guys, this is my favorite one. I'm so sorry all the other psychics. I think maybe I don't know. Maybe I was in a better place when I saw NADIA. Maybe it's because I actually know her in real life. We are friends from back when I used to live in Los Angeles. NADIA is a freaking angel put on this earth to make everybody feel better. And also she sings like an angel to make everybody feel better. So like, there you go. I've known NADIA for a bazillion years, and I've never done a reading with her. I don't know why. I don't know why I never made that a priority. And then she even mentioned it in our reading. She's like, you know how long we've known each other and you've never done this? You asked to do it now for a reason. And I was like, oh girl, I'm getting goosebumps. Yeah, so this was the time. NADIA's website says that she is an intuitive life coach, and I totally think that's an accurate description, because I felt better. I booked a whole hour session. I was like, I will give you every dime you want. Like, it doesn't matter. I need some help. And boy, did I feel better. One of the things I love about NADIA, aside from freaking everything, is that she encourages you to audio record your sessions. So I talked to her through my laptop, and then I had my iPhone out and I did a voice memo and recorded the whole hour session. And I can't tell you how many times I've gone back and listened to parts of that session as a pick-me-up. Whenever I start to feel like, oh God, this isn't gonna happen for me, like I'm having a harder day. I'm gonna read some of these notes. I will not read all of them. It's more than just one page. But it's just, she was so great. She goes, okay, so I feel like there's a boy energy. I'm like, oh, the other one said a girl. She's like, it can change. Like, they can decide when they come on the other side what they want to be. I'm getting boy, and he has a ton of energy, and he wants to wait till your daughter's closer to 4 because he needs all your attention. She goes, do not force timing on this pregnancy. Oh, how did you know that I was doing that? Don't force the timing of the pregnancy. Baby's in co-creation with my daughter, and they're chatting, which is so weird, you guys, because my daughter sometimes out of nowhere, like the other day she was playing and I was getting ready, and she, to herself, but when I was in the room, she goes, I can't wait to meet my little brother. Excuse me? Like, whew. And I don't know if it's because my recent miscarriage was a boy and she knew it was a boy. She knew it was a baby brother. I wasn't pregnant for very long. I made it just short of 12 weeks. So I didn't know it was a boy until, but it was weird because even when I was pregnant with him, she kept saying it was a boy and she kept saying brother. It's very weird. Children are closer to the other side than we are. So I totally believe that, like, why not? And again, like, if I'm wrong, like, who fucking cares? It's not hurting anybody. that they're chatting because she talks about her brother more than once. Yeah, my son's just saying, it's not your timing. Madeline and I have this, like, just relax. You know, my favorite thing to do is just sit back and relax when it comes to my fertility. Yeah, he said he wants to be born when she's closer to 4, and Nadia said like 6 months. So that was in May, so I would be pregnant by November. We're gonna see. One of the other things she said is, she goes, I'm gonna cry. It's happening for you. This is something that is meant for you. You don't have to worry about it happening. This is not going to be held from you. And when I heard that, I felt like I could let everything go. Because she asked me, like, like, where's your block on this? And I said, I don't know if I'm good enough to be this child's mom. Like, what if they're not coming through because they don't love me enough, or I'm not good enough? Because if they wanted me to be their mom, why aren't they here? And she goes, he's laughing at you right now. It's like, Mom, that's not possible. Sorry. Oh, I got winged liner on. Can't cry like that. And I don't have tissues again. I just should assume that I'm always going to be emotional. He said, Mom, I'm giving you the gift of time. You need time medically. I need time clearly emotionally. And he goes, trust me, I know better than you. I'm still in spirit. Like, I get the full picture. Nadia also said, she said, I have a challenge in finding my power. It's not, will this be granted to me? I was feeling very passive about it. You know, like I said, oh my God, please somebody give me a healthy baby. Like, please, 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 please. I'll do whatever it takes. I'll pray every day. I'll clean the kitchen. I'll be the best mom. I'll go to the gym. Like, I don't know. Let's take all my vitamins. Like, just please, 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 please let me be worthy enough, as opposed to accepting that we're all worthy just as we are. You don't have to change a thing. You're already there. She also said he has my eyes, which is really cool, because you know, I have some self-esteem issues. I don't like a lot of stuff about myself, but I do like my eyes, except now they're getting old. So that's like, way to turn on me, eyes. Takeaways from Nadia. She's amazing, and call her immediately and go get a session. Yes, and she absolutely does virtual, because I live in Florida, she lives in LA, and we were able to connect, not a problem. And then after talking to her, I felt like, oh my God, like, I'm great. Not like, I'm great. I'm good enough just as I am. Ooh, that made me feel like what Mark Darcy says in Bridget Jones's Diary. I love you. I like you just as you are. Yeah, I mean, anytime I can talk about Colin Firth, I'm gonna do it. So I'm not a very good tarot card reader. I just don't do it enough to, like, I don't have the cards memorized. I always pull a card and go, oh, I gotta pull out the book. I don't know what this means. But for funsies, I am going to shuffle these cards. And this is not a card for everybody, because I don't want anybody to come at me if it's like a certain card and then, I don't know, something wild happens and you're like, but the person on the internet told me to do the thing. I did not tell anybody to do anything. I'm just going to ask these cards about my next pregnancy and what kind of messages might be out there for me in regards to this next pregnancy. I tend to just kind of shuffle through them, and then one always tends to like flip over. This deck is called Golden Tarot by Cat Black. I got it at a shop. Oh, my sister got it for me at a shop in St. Louis. Thanks, Melissa. And I'm just gonna keep shuffling until something flops over. Ooh. Whoa, that one flew out of my hand. Okay, let's see what it is. Ooh, I don't think I've ever gotten this card before. It's the Moon. Because I'm bad at tarot, I gotta look it up. That which wanes will grow full again. There may be obstacles to overcome and cycles of good fortune and bad. Struggle through the darkness and glad times will return. Embrace that which darkness can bring, then daylight will return all the sooner. Okay, so I'm getting that as like, deal with your shit to get to the other side. Okay, so because we talked about Colin Firth, I constantly do. This is my Jane Austen tarot deck. Colin Firth is the best Mr. Darcy. I think that also shows just like my age too. Ooh, let's do this. Talk to me about my medical stuff. Like what am I gonna find out when I talk to my doctor next week? What's this diagnosis of my medical condition gonna look like? Treatments. Oh, that flipped over. Oh my God, you guys, it's the moon! That is so weird. Okay, now the moon here in my Jane Austen one says intuition. Fanny Price is quiet and insightful, remaining true to her conscience throughout Mansfield Park. And then it says, we all have our best guides within us if only we would listen. That is wild. So I guess listen to your heart. Maybe some things that were like kept in the shadows that we didn't know will be diagnosed and brought to the light. Trust my instincts. If I feel like there's something I need to push for or ask for, do that. I don't know. This is so crazy. That's so weird that I got the moon on two totally different decks. I have another deck and I'm almost tempted to see what it would say, but I won't. Woo! That was fun. I would love it if you would like this video, subscribe to this channel, hop on over to Instagram and follow me over there. And thanks so much for coming and playing with me today. This was a blast. I really enjoyed it. And I still can't get over the fact that I got the moon twice. Hope you guys are having an amazing week. And if you do any tarot or if you like pull your own card, like tell me down below what you got. I'm so curious with this stuff. I think it's very fascinating. And again, take it with a grain of salt, like whatever. It's just for funsies, but like, boy, was that fun. Okay, bye.